Was it?
Ooh, no, I don't think
Here's
so.
Davis, Jones on the call left, centre service line.
Aces are so rare for Lauren Davis. She'll challenge everything that's close.
Call the turn.
Yeah.
15 love.
Just her second ace of the tournament.
It's a shame, isn't it? Comes up with that rare gem for her of an ace and then cancels it out with a double.
Usually missing quite a lot of returns or mishitting them still, Makarova.
Missed forehand, that's been the source of the problems for Makarova. She had plenty of space to hit into. Two doubles in the game now, making life hard for herself.
And she'd done well, hadn't she? She was miserly on the double faults in the opening set. Just the two, but two in a game. How costly will that prove to be?
Oh, wow. Yes. Terrific end to a fine rally.
Advantage Davis.
It was a rally of two halves, wasn't it? She went to the Makarova forehand, what, 5 or 6 times, and then endlessly to the backhand before hitting this stunning winner.
The longest rally of the match, succeeded by one, the first rally of the match. Another forehand error. So well done, Lauren Davis. Needed to steady the ship.
Second set.
You imagine Makarova's going to hit a lot more forehands right now. Story of the first set. Good first serve percentages, particularly from Davis. Nearly 3/4 in. The winners, well, she outwinned But the unforced errors, that's a pretty huge disparage. 21-8. Pretty tight set apart from that.
Love 15.
Getting the forehand. She's got to really go back to basics on it at the moment, Makarova. Give it plenty of net clearance. Really focus on footwork, position and so on. Just be solid with it. Let the backhand star when it can.
Ooh, Davis, surely that was the moment to throw up the lob, because Makarova was breathing over the net.
Thirty 15. Forty 15. Game Makarova.
So no early break in the second set. Winner of this match will play either the 7th-seeded Ukrainian, Alina Svitolina, or another American, Christina McHale. Nice to see a good complement of Americans playing here. Sometimes Americans are a little reluctant to come from this part of the world. They have misgivings, which they realise are total misgivings when they get here.
Fifteen love. Fifteen all. Thirty 15.
Oh dear. What I've noticed is different today. I mean,
14,
for
15.
example, as far as Makarova is concerned, against Cibulkova, if she had her on the run, she'd come to the net and put it away, but there she stayed on the baseline. They've had a couple of easy volleys.
Game
Nicely
Davis.
played. That's Davis's best game for
Davis
quite some
leads 2
time.
games to 1.
And she's ahead 2-1 on serve in the second set.
Yeah, it's important, obviously, to keep her nose in front, pay attention on her serve, keep the lead, pepper the Makarova forehand. And I think it sums up the confidence in the forehand, that sort of slicey one she tried, Makarova, that hit the ground before the net. She gets good lift off the serve, good follow through into the court, and then straight away happy feet, looking to bounce around. Great centre of gravity. She's closer to the ground than most, but makes good use of it. Upper body really over the ball, keeps her head down through the strokes. Terrific mover. Still loads and loads of deep, deep breathing, as advised by her coach, Mark Shanneman. 10 seconds in, 11 seconds out. I've never heard a coach come on and talk about the first thing, breathing. Obviously, it's used as a drill by many, but, you know, it was so clear. And she obviously is a player that suffers from nerves badly, and the fact that they were happy to discuss it when he's mic'd up. I know he was whispering and trying his best not to be heard, but you've been rumbled.
Time.
She's dealing with it really well.
Warming up still further, we're now told that the on-court temperature in the sun, of course, is 32 degrees Celsius. That's 91 Fahrenheit.
Love 15.
Again, anything short that sits up, dispatched with authority. Some reassuring pats.
Super serve again.
50 all.
Davis has traditionally been running to the open space to defend, so good idea to go behind her.
Cibulkova negated that serve the other day, didn't she, by, you know, shortening the angle, going forwards and across. Davis is very deep and going back and wide, so she's widening the angle. That's got to change.
Ironic, I was just thinking that's better on the forehand from Makarova, and she misses a backhand.
15-13.
It'll be interesting to see her return position here, Davis, on the first serve particularly. She's still a long way back behind the baseline, which is fine, as long as she moves forwards and across either way to narrow the angles. Let's have a look. Oh, that's in.
Yeah, Makarova stopped moving for it because she thought it was going wide.
15-14.
So the first break points of this second set.
She did well on the return too, didn't she? She sort of went sideways, but got a great length. Well, that's terrific, because I think her lead foot slipped a little there as it planted.
50-40.
But she hung on to it superbly. Let's have a look here. Yeah, it did.
Game Davis.
Well, not going to challenge. So Lauren Davis does have the break.
3 games to 1.
A 3-1 lead, but then of course she led 3-love in the first.
Served a double fault after she was a break-up first set on the first point. No way was she going to there. That serve went in at 130 kilometers an hour only. Yet another forehand error that's driving Makarova nuts.
And once again, there was a real opportunity to move forward then. She had Davis on the run. Yes, Davis has spotted the vulnerability on that side and is pummeling away at it.
Love.
Yeah, misses are getting bigger, aren't they? She needs a few deep breaths herself here.
Game
Yeah,
Davis.
that was a really poor game from Makarova. Love game for Davis, but
Davis leads 4 games to 1.
contributed to
Makarova has requested to see a
Makarova.
coach.
Как себя чувствуешь?
Придавливает.
Что?
Придавливает меня.
Придавливает?
Она
Она...
играет коротко, но это не... Она абсолютно... Это очень обманчиво. У нее мяч очень быстро потом отскакивает. Каждый раз, когда я вхожу, каждый раз он просто в меня влетает.
Раньше, разворачивая плечи, раньше все. Раньше на все реагируй. И быстрее все. Ногами быстрее. Ты классно после свечек, она тебя выбрасывает. Надо вот это быстро входить, надо это использовать. Если ты ее оттесняешь, либо входи, либо играй уже после этого острыми, косыми ударами. На приеме тоже давить надо. Сказать, надо идти вперед, чуть проходить вперед. Понятно, мяч быстро летит, но значит ты будь быстрее. Старайся самой быть быстрее. Все хорошо, все правильно делаешь. Спокойно, дыши. Погода твоя.
Two very quietly spoken
Используй.
coaches.
Ты сильнее. Давай, все хорошо.
Three games in a row for Davis. Makarova cannot afford for there to be a fourth.
Love 15.
Forehand has suddenly become a disaster area.
Ms. Makarova challenging the
Well,
goal.
she's
The
challenging.
far side line. Ball was called in.
It was a miss-hit. Davis got it late, but I think it landed on the line.
Constance.
Certainly did.
Love 30. Nets. First service.
And she left that, and that's good as well. What is going on with Makarova?
Love 14.
Would not have expected Davis to have more than double the number of winners of her opponent in this match.
Nets. First service.
Winning her second ace.
15.
Up to double
14.
figures yesterday.
Game
Yet
Davis.
another forehand flies
Viewers
long.
leads.
And it is 4 games in a row to Lauren
Davis
Davis.
leads
And
5 games to 1.
all the smart money right now is on this match going to a final set.
Must be a horrible feeling for Makarova to lose a forehand as badly as she has done right now. Rebuild is very important because she is going to get a whole lot more.
Fifty love.
What technically is going wrong? Have you spotted anything obvious, Chris?
I think she's just not committing to the shot. I think she's fearful of missing it, and therefore the the spin's all wrong, the connection's wrong. It was a complete miss it return again. That's what I mean about going back to basics: footwork, positioning, really focus on hitting through the ball, contact point. And just be solid with it. Don't look to do too much with it. Much better. But you can then get preoccupied. She hits a really good one, and she might then be thinking, "Oh, that was better." Well, then you miss the next shot because you're not totally focused. That was definitely off the back foot a little, and then the wrong shot selection, really.
3 set points then for Davis.
Game second set.
Now, Makarova
Davis.
made no effort to get to that one at all.
The 6
He
games
was
to
in a
1
fog.
once at all. Miss
Davis has levelled it up.
requested to see a coach.
68 minutes played, 1 set all.
I know, right? I mean, whatever. I don't really care, you know?
People actually say gibberish.
Really?
No, I mean, I don't.
Oh, I thought you meant like, well, I mean, regardless, I have no idea.
Can you imagine having your mom on the sideline
don't think they're talking about tennis any longer. Hope not, because he just said, I've got no idea. That's not what you want to hear from your coach.
They're so
Lots
relaxed.
to be thankful for, you know? I think the other thing you did really well in that set, you took 1 point at a time. You know, you stayed in the moment, didn't get too high, too low, stayed even. And the other thing that I was thinking about, it came to me like, God rewards those that are bold. You know what I mean by that? Like those that are bold and take risks, not like stupid risks, but
One difference in the third set is that
Final set.
Makarova
Makarova to serve.
first in this set.
Fifteen love.
Didn't really major too much, did he, on playing the Makarova's forehand? If at all.
$50.
She knows it herself.
Nets. First service.
Use that serve a lot, the swinging serve in the juice court.
First service.
Correctly called that time by the service judge. Was in hotel by Hawkeye.
$50.
During those 8 minutes when she was putting a new dress on, she solved the puzzle of the forehand.
Good to see her do some shadow swings, though, just rehearsing how she wants to hit through the ball. That's a positive sign. This is what I want to do, as opposed to thinking about what she's not doing. This return needs to go back to the Russians' forehand, though, to have a look-see.
$40-30.
Ouch.
Game Makarova.
Pretty important for Makarova to have
First
held
game,
serve
final set.
at the start of the third set, given that she'd lost the 5 previous games. Early news from court number 1, and then there's Nina. There's 3 games to 1 up on Anna Konya. There's Nina, of course, the doubles partner of this lady. They're not playing doubles here, had a win yesterday. Gosh,
Love 13.
that's a massive double fault. A fifth and early pressure on the Davis serve.
Well, at the moment, the comfort break certainly helping Makarova.
15-13.
Of course, when you're missing as many forehands as she is, it puts extra pressure on the backhand to be rock solid. You want to start leaking on that side too. I mean, that was a complete shank.
15-14.
Got away with it.
Yeah. 2 break points. Yeah, a match of streaks, isn't it? Streaks of games. Suddenly she misses 2 backhand returns.
15-14.
It's a funny feeling out there, isn't it? Well, she's on the verge of going 2-love up in the third. And let's not forget she was 2-love down in the third yesterday against Cibulkova and won 6 games in a row. But she looks nervous, Makarova. She doesn't look comfortable. Is it mirrored the other end too? But she's still prepared to take it on as big as that. I mean, she hit through that really well, but she virtually asked herself to hit it dead straight down the line. It doesn't get much tougher than that when you're lacking confidence. Strange choice again.
Advantage, Makarova.
Yeah, she just hurt herself a little bit there. Not surprising. She didn't need to do the splits again, and that had to go cross-court. Again, she was looking to go through the eye of a needle down the line. So they're both feeling it. They're both nervous, not thinking that clearly.
Missed it.
Deuce.
3 break points missed. They have been missed rather than saved.
They just understood what she said.
A couple of good forehands. All happens, misses the backhand.
Advantage, Davis.
Both battling their inner demons at the moment.
Game Davis.
Well, that's a terrific hole. 3 break
1
points.
game on.
That really is. How does Makarova respond? It's not 2-love. Forehand is still very shaky. It's a fascinating watch as to who can get a grip of this. And the backhand is starting to miss now too.
Love 15.
It's a wonderful opportunity here for Lauren Davis. First time in Dubai. This is a Premier 5, $2.6 million tournament. Quarter-final at stake.
Miss
Yeah,
Davis
Davis
just
quick
the
challenge
left
there.
baseline. Ball was pulled in.
Which is pretty big too.
Yeah. From our perspective, it looked a little long, but then we're obviously at the opposite end of the court. That's my
Stands.
excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
15 on. Miss Davis has 2 challenges remaining.
Called a midday prayers, you can hear in the background.
Well, from what we're seeing right now, they might both be tempted to nip off.
Used to say that Makarova didn't during those at that 8-minute delay before this set.
(40-15).
Can reach out and touch the tension.
Finds some lovely angles, doesn't she, Davis?
40-30.
Beautifully done.
Game
Yeah, decent
Makarova.
serve. So we remain on
Makarova leads
serve
2 games to 1.
in the final set. 2 games to 1. Nice to see people in their sun hats and sunglasses as opposed to their hoodies and winter fleeces, which was the case for the first few days of these championships.
Such an important time, this, the sit down. Sometimes just have a timeout, not think about too much. We saw that with the coach drifting in and out of general chat and tennis chat. Also to replay how points have been constructed, how you've won the points, what shots did you use, just to chart the waters ahead. It's a very important time. Lots of deep breathing, that's constant with Lauren Davis. We now know that. Focus on it just to keep the heart rate down. Oh, it's terrific to see this. It's tough to put yourself out into that sort of environment when it's not easy. Much easier to lose and not fight it, find an excuse.
Lovely touch.
15 love.
Not easy to play a little dink shot like that when you have to run up very quickly to get to the ball. She played it to perfection. Three forehands were good, but the fourth,
30 love.
Davis continues to pummel away at it, and who wouldn't?
Fifteen.
Incredibly, it's only the second point she's played at the net. And she played a whole bunch of them yesterday.
Be a way of getting around the forehand, wouldn't it?
Sure.
Doesn't really need to go big into the Makarova forehand, Davis. I think that would help the Russian to feed off pace. Just three-quarter into it. Really test it. Give Makarova time to think about, here's another forehand.
Net. First service.
She's seen how much she struggled to time the return, and she's only serving at like 130, 139 kilometers an hour. There's a lot of evidence there. Well done.
40-13. Deuce.
One deuce game in the first set, one deuce game in the second set. And behold, this is the second already of this set. Close, but she's
Advantage Makarova.
Makarova had 3 break points 2 games ago. she take advantage of this opportunity?
Deuce.
That frame ball probably registered in the radar of the nearby Dubai International Airport.
Oh, was it?
Miss
Challenge that
Makarova
instantly.
turned the call.
Yeah, we will find
Right
out.
Baseline. Ball was called out.
Everyone getting a little edgy. Interesting that she'd go to the slice forehand in that point.
Call stands.
Clearly,
Advantage Davis. Ms. Makarova has 2 challenges remaining.
again Davis staves off a break point and draws level once
2 games
more.
all.
I mean, that one forehand there sums it all up, really. The fear factor.
Again, lovely use of angle, and now it's Davis's turn to have a great opportunity to get the first break of the final set.
Fifteen, 14.
Flirting with the baseline in that rally.
Just a really tough
Davis.
shot and misses it, and it is Davis who moves
Davis
in
leads
front.
3 games to 2. Ms. Makarova is requested to see a coach.
Makarova wants a chat.
Катя, играй на приеме свободней.
Я не могу, мне все неудобно. Я скачу, я не могу, мне по ритму вообще. Вместо того, чтобы поставить ноги и уже нормально ударить.
Попробуй больше... Да, неудобно. Тебе все неудобно, я понял. Катя, тебя... Ты зажалась, из-за этого все неудобно. Тебе надо отпустить себя, не знаю, попробуй больше двигаться. Тебе тяжело двигаться, да, ты устала. Но надо больше двигаться, чтобы прогонять вот этот адреналин. Он тебе не дает играть. Ты вся зажалась. На приеме поиграй свободно. На подаче, ладно, подача у тебя есть хорошая. Но сыграй ты на приеме свободно. Она играет на твоем, на твоей подаче, она играет свободно, на ее подаче ее поджимает. Надо этим пользоваться самой, играть свободнее, раскованнее. Если не ты, то она тебе ничего не отдаст. Она ошибается только тогда, когда ты давишь.
Там я так атаковала, она мне все
Атаковала.
закручивает с высоким отскоком.
Значит, надо... я понял почему. Нам с лета надо было идти играть. Надо быть нацеленной вперед. Это не значит, что надо сейчас бежать к сети сразу. Нацеленной вперед на сеть. Давай, все можешь.
Look at that. Young life. The ducks. Few babies. Nibble at the foliage for breakfast.
I love the Irish music accompanying. Put a jig in their step, didn't it?
Love 15.
Six double. So the latest news from court number one is that Elena Vesnina, the Russian, seeded 8, has won the first set against Anna Konya from Croatia and has broken in the very first game of the seconds. 1-love. Oh gosh.
Love 13.
Well, having worked so hard to get in front, she's doing a devil in the darndest to hand the advantage straight back. 6 and 7.
Averaging 10 double faults a match this week. She's getting the yips on it all of a sudden.
It's not as if she's at the sunny end.
Well done. And what a sensible choice on the serve too.
15-13.
Dragged so wide. That's a clever put away off an awkward ball. Hold your breath.
For 10 seconds.
Fifteen, 14.
That's gutsy. Boy,
13-14.
probably do better serving it in underarm at the moment.
So saves yet another break point in the set. 5 so far. One more still to be saved here, of course.
Game Makarova.
Ooh. Ironic that it should be the
Three
Davis
games all.
forehand that's looked very secure. Should let her down in the end, but really the 3 double faults was too much of a handicap. 3-all final set.
Well, it remains a battle of who could just get a grip of themselves, let alone the match. Another miss it, but she made it.
15 love.
almost, can I borrow your forehand? And can I have a look at your serve? I'll have to do a swap. Nothing wrong with Davis's forehand.
15 all.
Makarova, although she's only served a couple of aces, hasn't served any double faults as yet.
It's one of the best forehands for a while.
50,
Took it early, drove right through the stroke. Pretty close to the middle of the racket as well. It's great how they're both still battling. They just haven't, they refuse just to sort of give up on it.
Just didn't commit to the passing shot because it was a pretty tame approach.
50 all.
It's the slower ball again. Makarova's really struggling when the ball's got nothing on it coming to the forehand. She had enough time to run round this to hit a backhand. It was that slow. And that's the middle of the net.
One set all, 3 games all, and 30 all. Third ace.
40, 30.
Aces in the desert. Great striking from Davis. But it all started again with a miss-hit forehand from Makarova mid-court. And Davis from then on was in charge of the rally. No need to keep your hands warm today with all that clapping.
Advantage, Davis.
Point to make it 3 breaks of serve in a row. That is her first double fault, and that never looked like
Davis
getting
is
over the net.
this year code.
Davis is back in front.
Davis leads 4 games to 3.
Another coach chat with Lauren Davis. This will be fascinating. Reinforcement now. Will she be brave? No, it's not brave, that's a terrible word. Gutsy enough to throw that racket harder and quicker at this 3 double faults in the last service game. And then using the spin, particularly off this second serve out wide. That's what she did so well in the last game. Oof. She could barely get the ball out of the hand. But she listened to him, followed it through brilliantly. As tough as it is,
15 love.
she's getting through it.
30 love. Faulty love.
Errors the last 2 points, helping Davis after the fine first point she played.
Game
And an
Davis.
ace. Certainly threw a racket head of
New
that one.
balls, please.
Just her second ace.
Davis
Love
leads
game.
5 games
Such
to
service game. And now she served 2 in a row.
out. Love 13.
And sadly, Makarova pressing the self-destruct button at the moment. Points in a row to Davis.
Love 14.
And it's 3 match points to the American.
Fifteen, 14.
It goes long, and Lauren Davis is the first player through to the quarterfinals this year.
6-1,
Terrific
6-3.
battle. She conquered her demons better than her opponent. And Lauren Davis's great start to 2017 continues. Winner in Auckland, quarterfinalist in Doha, and now a quarterfinalist in her first appearance in Dubai. A real disappointment for Katerina Makarova, given that she'd won their 2 previous encounters very comfortably. And that
I'm sure you'd all like to wish Katerina well for the rest of the season.
but she still has the doubles to look forward to. Right, let's hear now from Lauren Davis with Chris Brandon.
Lauren, welcome to Centre Court. Welcome to a debut quarterfinal here in Dubai.
Thanks so much. I love playing here. My first time here. It's an amazing city. I've heard a lot of great things, and just the atmosphere on this court is really great.
You'd never beaten Ekaterina before. You got off to a great start, 3-love up, then lost the first set. You must be really pleased with the way you hung in and turned the match around.
Yeah, I'm definitely really happy with my persistence and resilience and how I handled myself despite losing a few games in a row. Kept my composure, I thought, and executed well.
We loved your chats with your coach from the commentary box. Would you like to just quickly talk to the crowd about what you were saying? He kept you calm. He kept focusing your mind on the job in hand.
That's so funny. Well, just recently I asked him to tell me a funny joke. He didn't really have one right then, so.
Now, you won your first title at the start of this year. Does that give you extra belief that you belong on courts like this, in tournaments like this, taking on the very best?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was a really great moment for me in Auckland. I'm really, really happy and pleased with winning my first title there. Gives me confidence moving forward and just shows that I can hang with the best of them.
It's wonderful to have you here for the first time. We wish you the very best of luck for your first quarterfinal.
Thank you so much.
Lauren Davis, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Terrific effort from the young American. The statistics, remember, after the first set there were 21 unforced errors from Davis. So only 19 in the next two sets combined. And she hit so many more winners than Makarova. And Makarova's unforced errors almost caught hers. And so many of those coming off the Russians' forehand. Really, I was so surprised at how little Makarova played at the net. So Lauren Davis is through to play Christina Mikhail or Elena Svitolina, who will play later. Elena Vesninas is set up on Anna Konya at the moment, and we'll see Angelique Kerber and Monica Puig play on the centre court later in the day in a repeat of last year's Olympic final in Rio, of course. Right now, though, let's have a look back at the highlights of today's first match. Our next match is Wang Qiang of China against the French woman Christina Mladenovic. That will be with Annabelle Croft and Chris Bradnam.